Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? This is part 2, recorded straight after part 1 while I'm sat in the pub. Part 1's all exported and everything, so I've just sat here watching a video about the Su-47 Russian plane. Very interesting. Because I needed something to take my mind away the fact I've got to go back to Eric Dubay. Roll the intro and we'll look at what Eric Dubey's going to say. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Sarcastic Bomb, and welcome to the channel, and welcome to part 2 of the theory of everything to do with flat Earth. Yeah, if you didn't see part 1, there's a card here with part 1 on it. You can go and see part 1. I'm just wondering, should it really be a theory of flat Earth? I mean, hypothesis might be slightly better, but by this point it's got enough holes in that I don't think it's even going to work as a hypothesis. The Swiss cheese... I'm renaming the series. I luckily haven't uploaded part 1 yet. It's now going to be called The Swiss Cheese of Flat Earth. Love it. Oh, right. Let's get back to Eric Dubey.
Miles. A nautical mile is the distance following the supposed curvature of the Earth from 1 minute of latitude to the next. A statute mile is the straight line distance between the two, not taking into account Earth's alleged curvature. The Australian Handbook Almanac Shippers and Importers Directory states that the distance between Sydney and Nelson is 1,400 nautical or 1,633 statute miles.
Do we think he's going to give an answer as why there's these two different distances and different numbers and obviously different measurements of distances? If the Earth isn't flat, why do we need nautical miles? You've just dug yourself a hole there, or are you just going to say it's to better enforce the conspiracy of this, even though that they're measurable?
Allowing a more than sufficient 83 miles as the distance for rounding Cape Farewell and sailing up Tasman Bay to Nelson leaves 1,550 statute miles as the straight line distance from the meridian of Sydney to the meridian of Nelson. Their given difference in longitude is 22 degrees, 2 minutes, 14 seconds. Therefore, if 22 degrees, 2 minutes, 14 seconds out of 360 is 1,550 miles, the entirety measures 25,182 miles. This is larger than the Earth is said to be at the equator, and 4,000...
Sorry, I need beer to put up with the dishonesty of Eric Dubey. Because it took me a few seconds there thinking, what the fuck is he on about? Right, 22 degrees, okay. 60 minutes to the degree, blah, blah, blah. No, that's 1,300 odd miles. What the fuck's he on about? Using the statute miles and the nautical miles and mixing them up to try and increase the distances to make things not work. Just a little bit dishonest there, mate. Stick to the units and stick to their measurements correspondence. You being a dick and doing this only proves that you're a dick. And the scary thing is, a lot of... How can I put this? A lot of the numpties that follow Flat Earth won't realise what you're trying to do there, to change the statute miles and interchange with the nautical miles to try and make things difficult for them. Now, we did have a little bit play on Google Maps and things to get the coordinates and things like that and check his numbers. And then I thought, can't be asked. We'll take a straight 22 degrees, and we got the 1,322 nautical miles. Not the 1,550 that he's using, because that's the statute miles. Stop mixing up degrees. Stop being a lying little fucking douche.
The equator, and 4,262 miles greater than it would be at Sydney's southern latitude on a globe of said proportions. 1/360th part of 25,182 gives 70 miles as the distance between each degree of longitude at Sydney's 34 degree southern latitude. On a globe, 25,000 miles in equatorial circumference, however, degrees of longitude at 34 degrees latitude would be only 58 miles. A full 12 miles per degree less than reality. This perfectly explains why Ross and other navigators in the Deep South experienced 12-plus mile daily discrepancies between their reckoning and reality.
Really now? Now, shouldn't that be every single person in the South should have a 12-mile discrepancy? And per day? Does that mean they're only doing 70 miles a day? Do you have anything to back this up? I feel like they're fucking rhetorical questions at this point, asking flat earthers for evidence to back any of their fucking claims up that would make any fucking sense in the world. I've not heard of a 12-mile discrepancy before now for southern explorers or anything like that, and it sounds fucking stupid. Especially when you say 12 miles a day as if they've done 70 miles a day, or 58 miles in the day but actually they've done 70, or whatever the fuck you're trying to lie to get across. Because the distances in that case make even less sense for you when things fly from New Zealand to South America or from South Africa over to Australia. Those distances on the ever-expanding flat Earth become fucking unattainable for a plane. But you're saying, all right, these explorers, they were 12 miles a day. Yeah, they were only walking on the ocean because, they couldn't do more than the 50 or 70 miles a day in a boat with sails. That's all you can do in that. Which makes it funny when you get something like the Antarctica, the Vendée boat race, which used to be the Antarctic Cup, whatever, I can't remember. Flat earthers. Gotta lie to flirt. It's all they can fucking do. And it's fucking annoying.
Reality. The farther south traveled, the farther the divide. Dr. Samuel Robotham wrote, "From near Cape Horn, Chile, to Port Phillip in Melbourne, Australia, the distance is 9,000 miles.
Now, anyone else, I've given the benefit of the doubt. But it's Eric Dubay, and we know what he's going to do. Because he's saying, Rosebottom said it's 9,000 miles, Kilometres. It's about 9,000 kilometres. About 5,000-ish miles. It's a big, big fucking difference. And fucking hell, we know why you're doing this, and it's fucking disgusting that you've got to lie and twist things to try and get any sort of resemblance of being a decent human being and actually trying to open people's eyes when you're not. Fuck, this is going to turn into a let's rag on Eric Dubay video, isn't it? Because why the fuck not? Because it's Eric Dubay and he doesn't deserve any niceties in life. This be the second time he's just being an absolute fucking liar. And for any Eric Dubay fans who watch this, I'll make sure I tag Eric Dubay, so hopefully we'll get a couple of here. Defend him. Defend why he's saying kilometres. Defend the last point. Do the actual working out and see where it leads. And if you take the actual numbers, not his inflated fucking stupidity, dishonesty, and downright fucking horrible Hitler's cock-sucking fucking worshipping twat of a... Yeah. What do you get? You just get him being a dick and the world being fucking round. Because that's what it is. I'm going to skip the rest of the Eric Dubay bit because he angers me on a way that is just fucking ridiculous. I was hoping to just have nice videos of different people that I couldn't say it's Eric Dubay, it's going to be a fucking lie. And then have to pull up the details to say to people, it's a fucking lie. But yeah.
And then we'll take this model, wonderfully, and we'll go right into this, and we'll see exactly what that means.
Okay, I'm going to try my best to walk us through this here. Now, here is the apparent flat Earth model. Here's your apparent perspective of the celestial flat, let's call it, conveyor belt sky, which appears to you as a dome around you, which again is about 12,000 miles in either direction. That's the furthest you can see. You don't ever see all of the sky. This is what you see. So right here, we're starting under Polaris. We're looking straight up. We see the North Star. As we move, let's say, to the south, let's do from where we are, we're going to go a little bit to the east. We're going to start moving, see how the Polaris moves with you, and the dome appears to recede in its angular perspective. Craig would call this the dip of Polaris by 1 arc degree for every 80 nautical miles transgressed, and they go claim of the flat Earth. Now, as we get to the equator, something very interesting happens. All right, so right here, at this point, Polaris is dipping so far south. This would actually be about where Australia is. So this is about what Australia would see, right? So if we turn this around to get right to Australia, let's go right about here. Okay, and then we continue the, let's see, the progression from this perspective. We see Polaris dipping, and then we see the other star, Sigma Octantis, appear on the southern horizon. You see that? And the further south we go, now that appears.
Also, it's not really another star. It's the parabolic reflection of the northern stars beginning at the celestial equator.
To be the north.
There's only so much stupidity I can take in one night. And doing a 2-part video in one night, it's a lot of fucking stupidity. And as we can tell, the whole Eric debate bit is just, warm me the fuck up! Right. Stars. 12,000 miles. Not that you know it's 12,000 miles because you don't know measurements and distances for Earth, so you may as well say it's 32 donkey dicks in length, and that would be just as good a fucking measurement as you could give us. Because without a map and without any fucking distances for flat Earth, it's all fucking meaningless. Secondly, when you came down to the south and you say, oh, Australia, yeah. You notice as he's moving that ball thing about in the southern hemisphere, the constellations and things don't change. Because they don't. Because they're there. And then the comments at the end, oh, it's not really the southern star, it's a reflection of the northern star. Then why are the constellations so fucking different? They're not inverted, nothing like that. They're completely different fucking constellations. This is oh. There's not enough alcohol in the world after dealing with a bank holiday full of crazy people to now deal with fucking flat earth stupidity and stupidness that just makes claims for the sake of making claims with nothing to back it up. So it's parabolic reflection. It's a 12,000 mile distance. It's 9,000 miles here. No, none of that. Just none. It's a fucking piss take. You flat earthers are fucking stupid. All niceties got out of the book having to deal with Eric Bray. You can fucking tell. And I'm drunk. So why the fuck not? I'm doing a live stream after this. That'll relax me. So, thank you very much for everyone for joining this weird part 2 that just turned into an Eric debate and rag on all other flat earthers fucking rant. Thank you very much for all the members, subscribers, Patreons, everyone who makes these videos possible. Even if you just leave a like and a comment, it's all very much appreciated. I'll catch you all on the next one, which will be after I've got very drunk at my sister's wedding and probably made an ass out of myself. Meh. It's fine. My parents will do just as bad as I do. We're all fucking drunk people. And we'll see you all soon. Don't forget to check out all the other awesome subscribers. I know the new series. I've meant to mention it for a couple of weeks. The new series of Pain and Progress has started. If you're not subscribed to Pain and Progress, number 1, why not? Number 2, go and subscribe to it. Number 3, why the fuck wouldn't you subscribe to it already? I pushed it a load in the past. Yeah, need to catch up with season 5. I'm sure it's season 5. Asking questions. Also, ranting and rabbiting. So, yeah, good night.